Howdy everybody and welcome to the video. Today I'm gonna be doing a little guide for Nyx Assassin. Nyx is one of my most played heroes, and while I do think he's somewhat shit, I also think he's underutilized as a support and just misunderstood in general. So I'm going to go over a game I just played with him and talk about the impact I was having, what to build, what to do, etc. As you can see, I'm a decent level on the hero. I've got him dripped out with the crimson and the gold. I'm not crazy high MMR or anything, but I'm 3720. But I feel I do have a really good understanding of the hero. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Before we hop into the actual gameplay, I want to go over the draft a little bit. So I was thinking about actually picking Pugna this game. I was thinking between Pugna and Nyx, and I decided to pick Nyx, which I'm really glad about because they ended up picking Pugna, and Nyx is a very large counter to Pugna. Nyx does not give a shit about Pugna. So this is amazing because right from the draft, right from the first phase of the draft, I have a target that I can look for and just hunt and kill, which is exactly what you do on Nyx. You are an assassin. You don't really push buildings. You don't really team fight. You just single kill people and force a buyback or force things to happen in the game. So as you can see, we absolutely dumped on this Pugna, and yeah, let's get into the actual gameplay. Okay, and then hopping into the actual gameplay, we're going to talk about itemization, skill build, what you typically do versus what you can do. So typically the skill build is always max Q, put 1 in E, and then you max Mind Flare. Mind Flare will be your primary source of damage. Let me just show you really quick for the breakdowns in this game. I'm sure Mind Flare, yeah, Mind Flare is doing basically the most amount of damage. It actually does less than my ult, but you get the idea. It's your nuke that scales. And to enable that, I actually end up rushing a Veil because you can start with a crown, and since Nyx is universal, he is able to gain a lot of attack from that. He's actually kind of he's valid at trading now, which three of the things Nyx sucks at is team fighting, pushing, and laning slash trading. So picking up this crown can really make the difference. Also, I always get a blood grenade. These are insanely overpowered. Keep in mind that they give you 50 health, but they cost 75 health to
Stupid.
use.
Brave,
So whenever you
but
use it, you're
stupid.
losing that 75 health, but you're also losing that 50 health, so that you actually end up losing over 100 HP. So just be careful when you're using them, but in general, they are super OP for getting early kills. And as you can see, this Pugna's going to walk in melee range of me for some reason. He's going to block my camp. But Nyx is not supposed to win trades like this. This is a completely, like, bizarre example because this Pugna is supposed to be very good at trading, and he's just kind of throwing the lane by letting me beat his ass. We actually end up killing him here because me and Bara both have blood grenades. And yeah, that should show you the power of blood grenades right there. But Nyx is not supposed to win his lane like this. He's not supposed to outtrade the other support. Laning is one of the toughest parts for Nyx because he's just kind of unable to contest the other support. But as you can see, I'm just doing what I can. I'm trying to deny some creeps, get some good denies there, tank some spells for Bara, get some last hits, just try and sustain the lane a little bit. But basically this is one of the struggles of Nyx right here, trying to get this early game momentum and just have your core be able to actually last hit from lane because Nyx is just so bad at this trading. And yeah, continuing with the laning, so what I'm doing is just trying to give this Pugna a hard time because we've already killed him once. I'm actually trying to bait him in close here so that I could get a good trade with him. This is the stuff you kind of have to do with Nyx because he's just in general bad at trading. Pugna is typically very good at trading, but this guy is just falling for all my tricks. He's letting me really beat him up, and we don't kill him here? Yeah, we don't end up killing him. If I had a blood grenade, he actually would have died. That should show the strength of blood grenades right there once again. But Nyx in general is just very good with global heroes, and that's actually why I ended up picking Nyx this game, is because I had a first pick Bara, and basically Nyx goes in and scouts heroes with his ult, and if there's another hero that can join him, the hero that Nyx ends up going on typically cannot withstand the nuke and just damage that Nyx and the other hero can put out. So you want to try and pick Nyx with heroes with global presence. As you can see, I'm kind of just wandering around at this point. I'm not used to having this much space on Nyx. I'm used to being kicked out of lane and really just trying to sap levels in general. But I'm going to try and secure this lane for my Bara, unblock the pull camp so that we can get some pulls here. And yeah, there's not going to be too much happening in this lane, but just know that this is not traditional. Usually Nyx is not able to sit in lane like I am now. So getting into some itemization for the lane, I really wish I picked up a raindrop here, but I ended up picking up a wand because this Pugna is just going to spam spells in the lane. As you can see, I literally tanked, I think, 1 or 2 spells and I'm at half health. Yeah, now I'm at a quarter health. This is what I'm talking about when I say Nyx is bad at trading. He just cannot take damage, and he doesn't really do damage. When he does do damage, he has to be right in people's faces, so he's very punishable. He has no sustain. Like, he is very easily just harassed out of lane. This is what I'm talking about whenever I'm saying that. But, yeah, I ended up picking up a wand. I really wish I picked up a raindrop. It would just be so nice. But this is about the point when I realized that my Bara is actually good at the game, because I'm seeing him just charge this PL simply for the point of harassing. And the amount of Baras I see just not do this, just sit on full mana and watch this hard carry who's weak as hell just farm these creeps for free, it's just so frustrating to see so much. I see it so often because Bara is such a strong hero, and it's just so easy to have this impact on him. Please, if you are a Bara player, please do not be afraid to use your Q. But as you can see, I'm trying to just even become a little active here. I end up just solo killing this Pugna. I have no idea what he's doing there. Checking the rune half health. It gives me a free level, and I actually end up going mid and cleaning up this kill on Kunkka. This isn't even really Nyx stuff in particular. This is just pause 4. You want to kind of help secure your other lanes if you can. I end up getting a really nice double kill that immediately gives me my boots, and I'm able to really start kind of owning parts of the map on my own, even though I'm just so weak at trading. And yeah, this Pugna is just going to TP in and die again. He's not having a good game. And we are going to continue to give him a hard game. In general, as more pause 4 stuff, I've already warded this portal. I'm trying to get active around the map, help other lanes that might need it. I noticed purple was missing, so I went bottom because I saw Jarvis low. I ended up walking into a low, but this Kunkka just completely ends up noobing up. My Spirit Breaker shows up too, and it's just domination at this point. I'm walking around giving my team the Lotus Flowers. I'm just trying to secure their win for the early game, because I know that I really can't do that much until I hit level 6, which I am about to. You're actually about to see me fiend some of this XP from Jug, just so that I can get a little bit closer to that level 6 and I can really start having impact, because once I'm level 6, I can kill this Pugna on cooldown basically if he shows his face. And that's exactly the strength of Nyx. It is putting that fear into these little range squishy intelligence supports that if you were on the map, they cannot exist. But as you can see from the mini-map, my mid Meepo is just already on it. He's already on a rampage running around killing everybody in their own jungle. I just get 6 and I use it immediately. I'm immediately looking for kills. Even if I don't get anything out of it, I'm able to get some information probably. I can just scout kills. We do end up killing PL here, I think. Yeah, it's super easy. Yeah, exactly. We took It took one spell. It took 2 spells from Bara and my ult, and then we killed him. And it was over in an instant, like full health to 0, completely. So that's the strength of Nyx, being able to just control parts of the map with your ult and put the fear into these little squishy heroes that try to just run around. Like Pugna's a perfect example because he'll try and run around and push towers and take objectives. He will try to just be a thorn in your side, basically, and Nyx is just the absolute counter to that. I end up getting mana boost before I finished the Veil. I did not realize my silencer was actually going for Veil, but yeah, I end up going bottom with good timing with my team. I have an ult coming up. This Kunkka just walks right into us again. I have no idea what he's doing, but yeah, this is a bit of a weird engagement. This is definitely a 3k engagement right here, but as you can see, we are kind of just totally, it is 11 to 1, we are totally shutting them out from getting any kills. I'm going to ult up here again, and we're going to go hunting and look for more. And with this ult, I'm more so just trying to stay close to my team while also scouting for kills. My team just ends up going on this Necro, and it totally ends up working without either of my spells, which is seems kind of illegal, but I guess that's Bara Jug for you. Anyway, what I'm going to just try to be doing here with my team is creating space so that they can push the tower. Nyx himself won't really be the pusher, but he will be a space creator, a threat, a thorn in their side. And yeah, this is why Nyx is so good with global heroes. I'm just walking at this hero. I'm kind of able to force a lot of reactions, and they're kind of scared to actually contest the tower being pushed because they're so worried about me. They want to kill me first. So I'm going to just help in pushing this tower. And we're going to end up killing this Necro again. Yeah, I have no idea what this guy's doing. He get notched up to lightning. This goal is also just going to have no impact here, I think. Yeah, we're just going to end up getting this tower because we're just getting these weird kills, these weird shenanigans that are happening right now. These are some 3k shenanigans for sure. I think this is where I end up coming down for the first time, but oh yeah, I get baited by Pugna. Use the Lotus. I don't have enough mana to zap. Bara does end up getting it. I should have mounted this for the Bara. I don't actually do that. But yeah, so getting into items a little bit. As you can see, all that space, we just allowed this Meepo and Jug to totally clean through that full health tower. But itemization a little bit. So usually I would want to get Meteor Hammer in a game like, or in a Nyx game, just because it enables him to have that ability to farm, to push buildings, to team fight a little better. But I don't actually end up needing it this game because we have all of those things already taken care of. We have a Meepo to push towers, we have a Silencer ult to help with team fights, and a Jug to just kind of do everything in between. So I end up just being able to rush a Veil Dagon here, and I need to emphasize the importance of not just maxing Dagon. So whenever I see a lot of Nyx players and they think to just max Dagon first, and that is not the most efficient way to do damage on Nyx. I've crunched the numbers before. It is most efficient to do Dagon level 1, Shard, and then E-Blade. That is the most efficient damage for Nyx. I didn't end up rushing Dagon this game. I got Veil because I felt it would be very helpful with me, Bara, and Silencer. Silencer also ended up getting a Veil. So if I knew that, I wouldn't have got the Veil. But yeah, so you want to focus on kind of maximizing your damage. I really wish I was with my team here, but I ended up going to get the Wisdom. I'm not sure that was the best play. But you want to be positioned with your team. This is kind of a situation where it's do as I say, not as I do. But you want to be positioned close to your team and scout so that you have potential for picks and you're also close enough to have backup. So yeah, I end up actually, we totally would have killed Pugna there if I was there. I was just across the map getting the Wisdom Room. I didn't have TP, and I didn't feel like ulting to just get across. But yeah, you want to be positioned very well with your team on Nyx. Positioning is key. You're a scouter, so obviously you're going to want to be able to kind of have that impact, and that's exactly what the combo looks like. That's exactly what you do. You hit, veil, stun, W, and that will kill just about every support. No joke. It will kill just about any support. No support can hang with that. Maybe a primal, just because of the raw HP. But honestly, there's still a chance he just gets one shot. But yeah, we're just going to be pushing this tower. If I had Meteor Hammer here, it would just die immediately, but we have a Meepo, so I don't really need one. I'm actually going to end up stacking their Ancients for my team to farm. But yeah, we are kind of using this momentum to just shut down the enemy team. The enemy PL is kind of the only threat at the moment, and he really is the only threat throughout the entire game. But we are able to just kind of dominate as 5 around the entire map. And yeah, team is just getting kills completely without me at this point. They're just totally throwing their bodies into this tower for some reason. This is going to be another kill at least, if not 2. I don't exactly remember what happens here. I mean, I don't think we get that guy. But, yeah, we're just totally zoning them out from being able to defend these towers. And we just have this Meepo able to just shove them in, absolutely. And so we are still just dominating the map completely. I'm kind of scouting, looking around for PL, seeing if he's farming anywhere. Maybe my Bara could charge him and we could kill him. But, I end up placing a deep ward that allows us... I guess we didn't really need it to see this Pugna. It kind of walks right into me, but I'm able to just totally get a solo kill very easily, as you can see, just how strong Mind Flare is right there. But yeah, this PL is still actually able to kind of hold off this tower alone. He's just sending his illusions at my jug, and we're not able to push it completely. This is one of the weaknesses of Nyx. He can't really help. All he does is kill. He is the assassin. He just nukes. He does it good. It's super easy for him to kill, but my god, can he not push, team fight, or farm? That is the absolute struggle of Nyx, is that his only real ability is to kill. That is his only utility. He can stun a little bit, but in general, you pick Nyx because you want to kill the enemy supports and make it easy for your course. But yeah, I'm actually going to end up pushing here a little bit on my own. As you can see, it's kind of a struggle. If I have Meteor Hammer there, I'm actually able to push. But yeah, team is just, I mean, it's 22-5. We are just rolling over them. This is not a traditional game by any means, but this is just kind of the aggression you want to put out when playing Nyx. See here what I'm doing. I'm just hunting, looking around for PL. We see this Necro out of position once again. This should just be an easy kill. Yep, see that's the absolute power of Nyx. It's just the raw damage he can do. It's a nice ranged nuke. We see that PL is TPing in here, so we might actually have a fight, but it turns into this weird engagement. Yeah, Kunkka just gets omnied and PL has to leave immediately. My bar ends up going in a little deep, but we actually end up getting this Piranha because of it. There's another example. Just, yeah, even through the Pugna save, it's just, you can't do anything. You just get nuked. I end up placing a deep ward here. Once again, I can't hit buildings for anything. Shit. I'm just kind of here as a stun bot and a nuker. If I have Meteor Hammer here, I could have some impact, but I don't, so we're just kind of gonna back up a little bit. Silencer gets picked, that's whatever. This is the point in Nyx where it gets a little awkward because you have to go high ground, which you don't really do that well, so you have to hope that the enemy kind of steps out of high ground a little bit, which is exactly what they do. See, I'm able to just be right next to my Bara in Viz so that he's able to set up this kill for me, and yeah, it's just easy pickings. This Kunkka is just absolutely throwing with this Meteor Hammer. I have no idea why he got it. It's not a good build. But once again, yeah, we are just completely able to nuke them out. Kunkka ended up buying back, but it's not really a threat. The Jug ends up hitting an Omni, but it's actually kind of an escape route for him. I actually end up smoking here with my Meepo. I was asking him if he wants to go, and he said yep. So I end up actually getting pretty trolled here by the Pugna. He slows me with the dust, so I'm not fast enough to be able to catch him. He can see me chasing him, but I'm just chasing him in circles. Eventually he gets stunned up, so I'm able to kill him. It's the strength of Nyx and Mara once again. And I'm just going to sit here and try and toy with them as long as I can. I nuke down the Mirana because I see the opportunity. These guys are hard to kill. They have the rum buff, but we're just able to completely troll them up, stun them, do whatever. This engagement actually goes on for a little while. Yeah, they just keep walking into us and letting us cast our spells on them. I don't actually use my Veil there. That was a bit of a throw, but yeah, this Necro, same thing. Don't play Necro and build Radiance against Nyx. Nyx is just going to be able to completely to stun you for that with his E. But yeah, I'm able to just totally go back in here. I think I just one-shot him. Yep. And then Pugna still just can't do shit. He gets stunned up. He's dead at 2, believe it or not. Get some mana. And yeah, that's wraps. So that's basically the game. We end up pushing, I think, in one push and winning the game. A few more engagements before we actually end up ending the game. Against a Nyx, this is not what you want to do. You don't just want to walk out of base with no vision like this guy is. I'm just going to nuke him up. I'm actually going to end up solo killing him in front of his whole team. Just because I'm able to, and he's not strong enough to rush the Radiance, which is really weak. I end up just killing this Nether Ward. I'm not sure if that's even the right play, but yeah, my team is kind of just not really threatened at all. I do end up going Aether Lens. Aether Lens is a very important item on Nyx. You want to be able to have a little bit of range when you nuke. But I am, as you can see, I'm not really able to go high ground here. I don't have spells, and my spells that I do have are too impactful. I'm literally just throwing out daggers. Now that we're finally able to go high ground, the game is basically over. And here, this is one of the last engagements. I was using that creep to see if they had vision on me. They did. I reflected that, but that's no big deal. I do want to emphasize the importance of not only... Oh, I don't have vision there because I'm a bad support. Oh my gosh, I should have just dagged that guy. But I want to emphasize that you don't have to hit whenever you are Nyx. Just stunning out of Nyx ult is one of the strengths of Nyx. It's mainly for scouting, and you don't want to just strictly use it. End up just killing the Pugna there. Trying to kill that ward. Oh, the stun. The ward ends up hitting me. That's my second death, but as you can see, we're doing all these shenanigans to get kills while our Jug is just getting these free towers, and he's able to get out completely free. And as I respawn here, I noticed my team wants to go Rosh, so I thought I was going to go follow them, but then I realized that my Bara wanted to get a kill on this Murata. So I ended up, as Nyx doesn't really offer too much in Roshing, I could go there and just right click it. I figured I should just hang out with the team that's actually, with the part of my team that's actually getting kills, and try to just snowball off that. Because yeah, Nyx doesn't have that much to offer. I could stun and dag and Rosh, but it really doesn't do that much. And as you can see, this Necro is just completely out of position again. I'm going to catch him walking back to base. I thought he was going to come up here, but he wasn't. I'm going to see him to the right here, and yep, he's just basically going to get solo killed here. It's going to be the strength of Nyx. Well, if I can even get through, yeah, we're just going to get one hit in, and that's going to be it. Necro's dead for 75 seconds, and as we're going high you can see that I have queued up the recipes for Daggett instead of E-Blade, even though I just told you to not max E-Blade and get, or not max Daggett and get E-Blade instead. E-Blade is actually not going to do that much for my team here. If it does anything, it's going to stop Omni Slash and stop Elo from just being able to hit people. So I just decided to rush Daggett, the max Daggett. Items on Nyx are very situational, it feels. I do end up getting the neutral item Grove Bow because it reduces the magic resistance of the attacked enemy by 15%, which stacks with the shard, so they end up to about 32% magic resistance reduced. So yeah, that's pretty much the basics for Nyx. This was kind of a stop. Not a very traditional game, not much real fighting happening here, but this is just exactly what you want to look for. This is kind of what a perfect Nyx game looks like as I miss a stun. You see that damage is just absolutely insane. And yeah, we end up winning the game. I went 11-2 and 23. Hope this Nyx guide was helpful. I hope you can implement some of the stuff you learned today into your gameplay. Maybe pick Nyx yourself and try him out. I do think Nyx has a lot of useless parts to him, but the parts that are useful, it's very gimmicky, and if you can utilize that gimmick to your advantage, it just makes the game so much easier for everybody involved, including your cores, especially because you're just able to eliminate one of these pesky supports from the enemy team, and it really is the difference maker sometimes. So consider picking up Nyx. He is universal now, so he scales like crazy. But oh, another thing really quick is neutral item. Neutral item I always get on Nyx when I see it is Enchanted Quiver. It makes your ult do so much damage, and it's kind of hard to ignore at a certain point. And your ult will start just doing 75% of people's health just from the click. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was useful, and thank you for watching. Peace.